Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the Ncwlife Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window and a beautiful shot looking down from our Rock Island Sky-Fi Tower camera, and a beautiful shot of the sunrise that we caught just before, well, it was about 4:15 this afternoon, and a beautiful shot. We did clear out nicely after a few lingering rain showers and some fog this morning. Lots of blue skies out there this afternoon with highs mainly around north central Washington in the mid-40s. But as this system continues to move through, there's still some residual cloudiness, especially in the mountains and over into northeastern Washington. We could see a little bit of ice in the morning, especially tonight and into tomorrow morning. And then the next round of storminess moves in on Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night, bringing us another chance for maybe some freezing rain. So if you are traveling in the morning or tomorrow night, be careful of some icy roadways. And we've got a very wet forecast to tell you about, and we'll do that coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A 13-year-old driver was arrested and two other juveniles suffered injuries after a high-speed chase in the Quincy area Monday night that reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. 3 people were injured yesterday in a 2-vehicle collision in Moses Lake. And hiking season is coming to an end in the foothills off Horse Lake Road in Wenatchee. But first, we begin tonight an initial review into the death of Sergeant Leandro Jasso in Afghanistan indicates he was likely shot by an Afghan partner force. That, according to a statement by Resolute Support, the name for the NATO mission in that country. Sergeant Jasso was likely accidentally shot by our Afghan partner force. There are no indications he was shot intentionally, the statement said. Jasso was a Ranger team leader and was in a gun battle on November 24th with al-Qaeda militants when he was shot. Interviews with witnesses indicate the accidental shooting happened when the Afghan soldiers became engaged in a close quarter battle during assault on one of the multiple barricaded al-Qaeda shooters, that according to that statement. Well, a 13-year-old driver was arrested and 2 other juveniles suffered injuries after a high-speed chase in the Quincy area Monday night that reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. It began about 10:40 p.m. when a Quincy police officer saw a car with 5 occupants running stop signs. When an attempt was made to pull the vehicle over, it raced towards George. The officer stopped the pursuit to avoid potential risk to others. Shortly after that, a Grant County deputy spotted the vehicle on Beverly Burke Road heading toward Highway 26 and took up the high-speed pursuit. As the vehicle approached a sharp turn, the driver lost control and left the roadway. 3 of the 5 occupants were treated for minor injuries, with 2 taken to Quincy Valley Medical Center, including the driver, who was released and arrested shortly after on 2 counts of attempting to elude. 3 people were injured yesterday in a 2-vehicle collision in Moses Lake. State troopers say it was caused when 93-year-old Richard Smith of Ephrata ran a red light while attempting to make a left turn from State Route 17 onto Yonezawa Boulevard. Smith's vehicle struck an oncoming southbound vehicle driven by 65-year-old Seraphin Baraha Corona of Warden. Smith was not injured, but his 92-year-old wife was transported to Samaritan Hospital for treatment. Corona and his passenger, 56-year-old Elsa Henriquez, also from Warden, were also treated for injuries at the same hospital. Troopers say no charges were filed. Well, hiking season is coming to an end in the foothills off Horse Lake Road in Wenatchee. The Chelan County Public Works Department said the Horse Lake Road gate will close early Friday morning. The roadway is closed each winter to both protect wintering wildlife and prevent damage to the road during freezing and thawing conditions. The gate will be reopened on April 1st. Well, coming up next, East Wenatchee City Council members are slated to adopt the 2019 budget when they meet tonight in regular session. One longtime Wenatchee business is closed and another will shut its doors in early January. And Wenatchee School District Superintendent Brian Flonis announced today that he has recommended Jennifer Lagadinos for the Director of Transportation position. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the Ncwlife Evening News.
Come find your holiday gifts at Antique Mall at Cashmere this holiday season. With 15,000 square feet to explore, Antique Mall at Cashmere has something for everyone, from coin enthusiasts to avid collectors. For do-it-yourselfers, this is the place to find your next repurposing project. What a great way to make your holiday gifts for someone special, using your keen eye to make something old and new again. Discover your next holiday gift in the Antique Mall at Cashmere. Stop on by today.
I came here to CVCH because one of my friends referred me. When I met Dr. Jocelyn, she was just amazing. She connected with my son, and it meant so much to me. He opens up so quickly because she just sits there and plays with him. It really is like going to see a friend. It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted and respected. It just feels like home.
Welcome back. In another news, East Wenatchee City Council members are slated to adopt the 2019 budget when they meet tonight in regular session. The draft spending plan anticipates a 4% increase in sales tax revenue. The budget will include a 1% increase in property taxes with revenue earmarked for the city's street improvement fund. The city expects to start the new year with a fund balance of over $2.8 million carried over from 2018. 2019 will also see the development of the city's new Gateway project at the corner of Valley Mall Parkway and 9th Street. Mayor Steve Lacey described the project as a multi-use facility that will serve as the main welcoming feature for the city.
We've already done the preliminary work below ground, so that's all done. So now it's just a matter of going in and actually constructing the project. It's a natural amphitheater because it goes slopes down toward the river, and so we've taken advantage of that natural amphitheater to make some, I call them steps, for people to be able to sit. There's some seating, natural seating that will go there. So if we have an event that we might incorporate a group or something, small local group or something, then we can put them down there and have people in the area make use of that. But mostly it's just going to be a place for spillover for example, when we have our Wings and Wheels Festival, or better yet, our Classer Chassis. That's an area where there hasn't been a lot of room, but now people can kind of fill in that area. It'll be pavers and cultured concrete and things. But don't lose sight of the fact that the primary purpose of that is an aesthetic kind of a green space to see when you come into the city. There are some practical uses that we've built in, but the practical uses, it wasn't built to be a park per se. It's built to be an entry to the city of East Wenatchee.
The project is scheduled to go out to bid around the first week of December, with construction starting up in the spring. Tonight's City Council meeting starts at 6:30. Well, one longtime Wenatchee business has closed its doors, and another will shut its doors in early January. The Aaron's Rent-to-Own store at 225 South Wenatchee Avenue closed last Wednesday, according to an employee and corporate headquarters. The store was a franchise owned by John Childs, who also owns several such stores in the Vancouver-Portland area. Aaron's Incorporated has just under 1,700 stores, about a third of which are franchise-owned. The Wenatchee store leased furniture, electronics, and appliances. The ownership will continue to collect those payments. Meanwhile, the owners of another longtime Wenatchee business, Winnie's Hallmark in the Valley North Shopping Center, says it will close in late January. Two different families have owned the store since it opened back in 1966. Well, Wenatchee School District Superintendent Brian Flonis announced today that he's recommended Jennifer Lagadinos for the Director of Transportation position. The Wenatchee School Board will act on the recommendation at their meeting that happens tonight. Lagadinos will replace Bob Sanford, who took another position within the district. Lagadinos has been involved with the student transportation for the last 9 years. She began her career in student transportation as a bus driver, working her way up through the ranks in the Marysville School District Transportation Department. Lagadinos and her kids, 10 and 8 years old, will be relocating to Wenatchee from Marysville. She will start her new position on December 10th of this year. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
The physical therapists at Cascade Medical love the outdoors as much as you do. But sometimes where there's love, there's also pain. Let us help you get back to the activities that you love. Cascade Medical, partners in your health.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
Mm-hmm. It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging in Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Every month, hundreds of families in our community are struggling to stay in their homes. In their faces, you can see they're overwhelmed, stressed, and feeling hopeless. In tonight's feature story, with the help of members in our community, Serve Wenatchee Valley is dedicated to offering the help they need and a face of hope that's changing lives.
I didn't have enough money to fix my car, so I just ended up getting rid of it. I was losing everything at the same time, found out that I was having a baby. I didn't really feel like I had anybody I could talk to. I was just low on diapers, food, everything. I couldn't believe it. I thought like it happened, but rare, and it happened to certain people. I didn't think that I was gonna ever have a car, and it was amazing. I would like to tell them thank you, because if it wasn't for those people helping me, I don't think that I would have been excited at all about a baby. I never thought that people could be that generous to give you something.
I come from a long line of women in my family being agoraphobic, and I got that. It made it really, really difficult for me to do any tasks. I couldn't hardly go shopping. He suffered because mommy was always crying, right?
Yeah.
I got an eviction notice, and we're already homeless. We live in a 35-foot travel trailer and a campground. So to become more homeless than that was devastating. The communities have really helped out, and I didn't really think that they were going to help me so much. My whole rent just got paid, and I'm no longer going to be evicted. I can get out, and I can take him with me, and we can go places. I went to a school play recently, and that was nice. They did a good job. I feel successful because now I can get out and look for those jobs and do all the things that I need to do. I feel loved, and it's a good feeling when you're feeling so overwhelmed and lonely. We would like to thank you for being supportive and donating.
We just want to say thank you. We didn't have a lot of money, but thanks to you guys, we have stuff that we need.
It really does make a huge difference in people's lives.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. But before we get to all of those details, and there are a lot of them, let's take a look outside our weather window at our beautiful Rock Island Sky-Fi Tower cam from earlier this afternoon. This is what it looked like looking down at the Wenatchee Valley. Still a few leftover clouds from the storm system that moved through last night into our morning hours this morning that also brought us those foggy conditions for our morning commute. But then things cleared out nicely this afternoon. Temperatures were on the very mild side this afternoon all around north central Washington here in the Wenatchee area. We topped off today at a high temperature of 45 degrees. That's above 7 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. Nice mild overnight low too of 34 compared to 28 where we should be for this time. 57 our record high back in 2014 and 1985. A lot of you probably remember that year. This is the 10th day in a row that 1985 has had the record low temperature, 0 on this date. 5.93 is where we stand for precipitation for the year. Our sunrise this morning was at 7:22 and the sun set this afternoon at 4:14. Now let's get this surface loop in motion and show you what we can expect heading into our upcoming weekend. Let's jump ahead to tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. We really don't expect a lot of moisture tomorrow at that time. Partly cloudy skies and dry conditions, but look how things change as we move into 10 o'clock on Wednesday. We'll see a 50% chance for rain as that system throws one wave after another at our direction in north central Washington. Same goes for Thursday. We'll start off the day with partly to mostly cloudy skies and dry conditions. And then as we move into Thursday night, once again by 10 o'clock, a 30% chance of just mainly scattered showers. I think those will mainly be in the Cascades on Thursday night. Moving into Friday afternoon, once again, a good chance for rain mixed with snow as this area of low pressure finally moves inland, and that will keep us on the wet side for most of Friday. Mostly cloudy skies, rain mixed with snow, also a possibility for us on Friday. Pretty much the same goes for Saturday. The difference Saturday, we are going to see an influx of cold Canadian air continue to move down, and this is what we call a trough. You can see the shape of it. Our ridge is up and over. This brings cold air, and we will see that this weekend, especially on Sunday, with highs then only in the lower to mid 30s. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight will drop down to a very mild, once again, 36 degrees, and then rainy weather right through the week and into Saturday. 43 Wednesday, 41 on Thursday. We'll see 40 for a high temperature on Friday, and then there's that cool down into Saturday and Sunday. 37 for Saturday. We do dry out, and we'll see some sun on Sunday and Monday, but not very warm, with high temperatures in the mid-30s and low temperatures all the way down to around 20 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the Ncwlife Evening News continues right after this.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now. Thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you. Goodwill does more behind the store.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLife channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. We have a couple of items on the prep schedule for today as the rest of the winter sports begin to come online. First of all, the Wenatchee girls bowling team hosting Sunnyside today at East Montlanes. We'll have the results for you tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Then Wenatchee Wrestling gets a chance to face someone other than each other tonight. They'll be in Moses Lake for the Jamboree. Also participating in today's Jamboree will be Warden and Othello. Panthers will head to Kennewick this weekend for a tournament, while Eastmont's first action will be Saturday at the Davis Invite. Well, it's only week 4 of the college basketball season, but the Gonzaga Bulldogs are ranked number 1 in the country. Both the Associated Press and the USA Today coaches poll have the Bulldogs ranked first following its victory over previously number 1 Duke in the Maui Invite last week. Gonzaga had no trouble with North Dakota State last night, winning 102-60. Brandon Clark led the way with 18 points. Zags will take its 7-0 record to Creighton this weekend on Saturday. That'll be followed by some tough games against Washington, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Well, coming up tonight, Eastern Washington plays at Washington at 6 o'clock, and following that, Washington State hosting Cal State Northridge at 8 o'clock tonight. Well, the Seattle Seahawks host San Francisco Sunday at CenturyLink Field following a 30-27 victory at Carolina last weekend. Coach Pete Carroll, after watching film of Sunday's win, says he's happy about getting the road victory against a very tough team, but he wishes they would have converted more on the turnover chances.
Real frustrated by we had some great opportunities to get the ball away from them and could have changed the game. Balls all over the ground, we just couldn't come up with it. We liked the attempts that we were making, but we just couldn't get the football. So it came down to, who was going to get the ball last and have a chance to do something with it. And fortunately, we were in that spot, and the offense came through. It was a really good burst at the end of the game for the offense, and the consistency in the last 4 or 5 drives really showed up and gave us a chance to get a win. Defense rose up when we needed them to and gave us enough ops, and we got the good kick when we needed. And so it was a good win, and on we go.
Now, some have termed Seattle's efforts this year with a bunch of new players as a rebuilding season. Coach Carroll disagrees, saying it's a reloading year, which has been a lot of fun.
There's just a real upbeat air about this team that they're real hungry to learn. They're hungry for the challenges. They've just been real competitive and throughout, and they've enjoyed the challenges, and they have not allowed themselves to go downward at any time. They keep looking to the future and looking to what's up and what's coming, and it's just been a really good group to work with.
The Seahawks are now 6-5 and really control their own destiny with 4 of the remaining 5 games at home. And following this week, they'll host Minnesota on Monday Night Football, a team they're chasing for a wild card playoff spot. Well, the NFL is allowing players to wear special cleats this weekend for a cause. Seattle's Deion Jordan is wearing his cleats to help Special Olympics, which he fell in love with last summer.
Personally, I feel like they are the toughest athletes on the planet, to overcome. Everything, that's been stacked against you, to go out there and you make it. My cause is Special Olympics Washington Unified. I had a chance to go this summer here at the University of Washington and watch the flag football team compete. I kept seeing it on the news that they were coming, and I was like, it'd be cool, to go and watch, all the events that they have going on. So after the first day, I just didn't want to leave. I decided to keep coming back and watch and support. The first day I was able to go there and help coach. I was there for three or four days. I went to watch the guys compete. It was just a lot of fun to watch those guys go out there and just put it all on the line to go after their medals. they compete very, 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 very hard, you know, but at the same time they encourage each other, you know, and I think that's the biggest thing about sports. You know, it is about winning and losing, but at the end of the day, you know, you out there with people who worked hard as you have, and even other team, and all you want to do is see everybody succeed and excel. At this level, at the professional level, it's easy to lose why you're doing what you're doing because a lot of things come with it. But when it boils down to it, you know, we all started this game because we love to play the sport. It just reminded me of that.
It's called My Cause, My Cleats. You can find out more about Jordan's cause on Seahawks.com. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And as we leave you tonight, many of you know I was recently in Hawaii on vacation. While I was gone, our very own Megan McPherson tried her hand at doing the weather. Not only that, she did it while eating a loaf of bread. Take a look.
This camera? This one. Oh. And let's take a look at our... I'm sorry. That's okay. We can just keep going. No, we can't. You have to start... I've got this. Like that? One more time, I'll get this. Tonight the sun will set at 4:33. It's really early, but it's that time of year, folks. Get those happy lights out. Now, the winds come from just different directions, I've noticed, on different days, so good to keep that in mind.
Megan, you're hired. If you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, you can message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
The NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's Learn, Guada TV, Street Talk and Other Stuff, the 12th District, Life with Lisa, and the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solely on Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solely on Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
There's no substitute for the power of cable TV advertising. With solely on cable TV advertising, you can reach your target audience right here in North Central Washington. We understand their viewing habits and can precisely target your customers on great cable networks like these. Call Solely On Broadcasting today and let us show you how to put your business message right in front of thousands of prospects at a very affordable price. Solely On Broadcasting, 509-888-2020.
I'm Jim Corcoran.
And I'm Ken Osborne.
And you're watching the NCW Life Channel.